今日の曜日、it's oh boy. It's a Sunday. Here in Pacifica, California, 12 miles out of San Francisco. Just got back from Nick's. It's 1:12:25, 43 to 60. That's 8 to 16 degrees Celsius. Yesterday, I went to Daiso. I go to Daiso about like 4 times a year, I guess, and I found my product that I've been waiting for since last year. They introduced it in Japan. It's a freaking awesome container, and they finally got it here in the U.S. I love Daiso. Why do I love Daiso? There's like 3 commonalities. Daiso is where I get all these products over here, like all these containers. These are old school. They have them from the past, but from what I could think of, there's like 3 commonalities. So Daiso, I was born in Japan. Daiso was born in Japan. They were birthed back in 1972, and that is my birth year. I don't want to date myself, but same year. And the other thing is, they continuously create products that support the fish hobby. And there's a bunch of things that they introduced last year in Japan, and now they have available in the USA. So I just a couple things that I bought that was new. And I'm just going to talk about them right now, or this year, 2025. Let me just take a real quick sip. By the way, I got a comment that was very helpful actually on the last upload, and they're like, man, the first quarter of this recording, you're just like giving shout outs to all the members and all that stuff. So you should put chapters. So which I started doing. So if you don't want to listen to the gibberish of me saying "domo arigato" from the bottom of my heart to all you Medaka heads out there, you could kind of like skip the chapters so you could just get to the point. And the point today is going to be just all these awesome containers that you get in the U.S. via Daiso. So I'm going to start doing that. Daiso of Japan, they were new over here in the U.S., but now they're going everywhere. They're like in California, they're all the way from the NorCal to southern SoCal, right? And they go all the way up north, up until Canada, British Columbia. And I know they have a bunch of stores in Tennessee now, or Texas, a bunch of stores in Illinois, a bunch of stores in New York area. So they're like slowly becoming a household location. Daiso was one of the first like dollar stores in Japan. And they are very creative in what they are making for all these little products. And one of them is a bunch of stuff that we could use over here as enthusiasts of aquatic little plastic containers that are very, very, very affordable. Let me just take a real quick sip. Oh boy. All right. So I went shopping yesterday. Went to Japantown in San Francisco, went to a Daiso, one of the bigger Daisos around that I have in my area. I used to go to Japantown probably like twice a week, but like 20 years ago when I used to live in San Francisco. But since I moved to Pacifica, California, 12 miles south of San Francisco, I don't go as frequent, but it's 25 freaking years, like an anniversary style with my better half, and I like going there, and Daiso's there. So I went shopping. Call this my anniversary freaking gift to myself, man. All right, so getting to the point. Let me make sure I could open this. By the way, domo arigato for all the comments, like all you Medaka heads out there. Freaking totally domo arigato. What is different from the past years that I have over here in this container that now we have over here in the USA? I don't have a measure, but this is my hand, right? So this is the size over here. In the past, it used to be a lot like just like a box, but now it's more like longer over here, like horizontal. So it's perfect when you want to get the side view of your Medakas and all that stuff. This size over here. I left these outdoors, the older versions, like outside in the sun for a while, and they don't haze up. So it's pretty strong, like plastic, in my opinion. This thing in Japan it's about $1. Over here it's about $3, I think. Definitely something you should pick up. I would pick up like about 5 of these boys, depending on what your needs are. And this size over here. So in Japan at Daiso is 300, so that's about $2.20. Over here, I think it was like $5, but same type of profile. You could use this top, or you don't have to. I just use this as a super inexpensive ultimate container when you want to just view your Medakas. It's like a specimen container, but super affordable. However, but if you want to keep like hariko, which are like fries, you could totally do that. It has a lid, it has a top, so you don't have predators. You have this opening notch over here that locks in, and it's super ultra clear. Size of this is what, like 8 inches maybe by 5 by, I don't know, 5, something like that. But the plastic that they use is ultra like resistible to environmental UVs and all that stuff. Let me just take a real quick sip. Oh boy. All right. I'm going to save the best for the last. This is not the last. This is another container that we did not have over here in the U.S. This is about $1.20 in Japan. Probably paid like $3 over here in the U.S. This container over here, I don't really care about this top over here, but it's white, good depth, good length, has a handle. It's, for me, I think this is perfect to like rear some sorry about the hair, rear some hariko, the fry. It looks like it's like a perfect size, and even if you put water in here, it's small enough and it's sturdy enough where a lot of times when you put water, when you're not supposed to use a container for water, it kind of like overbloats to the side. But this one is pretty sturdy, so I think this would be ideal for me to keep a couple of harikos in here, the fry. Perfect size, in my opinion. Again, white is something, clear is good, but white is great when you have hariko because you could actually see them in the water and watch them develop and all that stuff. So this is something that Daiso did not bring in to the U.S. like last year, but they are now. So it's freaking, oh, here are the measurements right there. And again, $1.50 in Japan, probably like $3 over here I paid in the US. But if you had like tons of these just lined up, it's I think it's a perfect size container to bring up, or I would even, like, if it was warmer, I would put a pair of one of my males and one of my females in here to breed and put a breeding mop. It's, as long as you keep the water quality clean, it's an ideal size to start a breeding little facility. So imagine having like 20 of these lined up. you could have like 20 pairs going at the same time. And this, I should actually try doing that with this for next season. All right, so I'm going to say, like I said, saving the best for last. Oh, I just got back from Nick, so bear with me. Let me just take a real quick sip. Oh, boy. All right, this last item, where did I put it? Hold on. Oh, there it is. I put it up top. This is where I keep all my... when Aquilon has sales at Petco, I just buy a bunch, and this is where I keep them. This is a product that I was waiting for since Japan introduced this last year. In Japan, they have two sizes. In the US, it seems like Daiso only brought this one size over here. What is this? So in Japan, this is 300 yen, which is about $2.70. Over here in the US, it's, I don't even know, but it was probably like $5. But look at this. In Japan, we have these beetles. You bring them up as they grow out. And it's an awesome container because you could put soil and at the same time, you could observe them growing. Right, this thing you see in here is actually like a something you put on the bottom, like a stabilizer. It's like a deck. But for us Medaka enthusiasts and freaking fans, this is like a very inexpensive side viewing container. And when I saw this being released in Japan last year, I'm like, oh boy. This is the large type, I think. There's a smaller one in Japan, like maybe this size, which may have been ideal, but this is one that Daiso decided to bring here in the U.S. Insect collection box. Okay. But this is, I'm opening up this for the first time. All right, so I'm not going to use this. I don't need this. I just want to use this so that when I scoop up the Medakas, I have a awesome side viewing specimen case. More and more, you need to, like, my whole thing is the beauty of the beholder, man. It's all from the side view. So as long as you can say and look at the Medakas from the side and say, hey man, this is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful baby. After that, you go from the top. You can go like, how did it look from the top? So it's side over the top. Top could be beautiful, but it could be friggin' deformed from the side, which you don't want to get the genes, right? So you want to go from the side. You want to start. That's one of the biggest things I think I'm going to talk about this year. Side view first. Make sure that they are formed properly. There are no defects. After that, with all the collection that you have, you look from the top and look for the desirable, beautiful ones, right? Beautiful humans all come from inside, not from the outside. For Medakas, the beautiful Medakas come from the side view and then from the top view after that. I see there's a scratch over here. I think I should have chosen a better one, but it's pretty size-wise. Here it is, man. That's like 22 centimeters plus, that's about 30 centimeters. It's about a foot. And the depth is about 8 inches. And this is about 3 fingers. So that's like what? 2 inches maybe. But the awesome form factor right here. I'm so glad that they brought this container. When I asked Daiso last year if they're going to bring this in the U.S., they're like, we don't know because there is no market for these beetles. But they decided to bring this in for such an affordable price. Again, like $2.20 in Japan. Over here, it's about $5. If you do want a lid, it comes with this sturdy olive green army green lid that you could clamp on, just in case you're like the tipsy, like kind of like me, when you're kind of like tipsy, when you're like drinking, when you're preserving your medakas. I don't have any fish here today. All these boys and girls that I had in here in the garage, I brought them inside just because I need to grow them out. I'm heading back to Tokyo. I need to put them in an auto feeding system, and it wasn't going to happen over here, so they're all inside. So, oh boy, let me just take a real quick sip and thank all your Medaka heads. I figured this time I'll do it on the tail end. So, domo arigatou gozaimasu. Okay. The reason why I have this beer right here is the beer donors. There's 2 tiers. You can become a member over on YouTube. You just hit join. You'll get a sticker that I don't have a picture of. Actually, I do. This one over here. You'll get the sticker. That will certify you as a official freaking Medaka head. What do you get as a Medaka head? You get like members only videos and all that stuff. Second tier, the beer donors, I get to say, let me take a real quick. Let me line this up. This and this. And sometimes I'll do like raffle giveaways, which I'll send you all. It sounds like Western, but send you all some of the products that I'm going to Japan in February, so I'll probably pick up something, man, something that we can't get over here in the U.S. and we'll have that available as a raffle thing. But the only reason why I have beer in my hand right now is domo arigatou Fire Harp-san. Oh boy, and H-san. Medaka head Nico's Fish-san. Mr. Andy Yo-san. Domo arigatou. Lauren Marshall-san. Oh boy. Nicola-san. Previously Nicolers. Currently Nicola, like Coca-Cola-san. Domo arigatou. Oh yeah, and all my other beautiful members. For Sake-san, Lindsay's Tank-san, Nino Franklin-san, Jan Nolta-san, Christian Aquino-san, Mr. Goldfinger-san, Niels Hansen-san, Mr. 10 Local Buddy-san, Cameron Kilmer-san, Itchies, Aquarium-san, Les DL-san, and the newest member, Phil Cam-san. But for the last sip and beer donor, domo arigatou, Rocky's Garage-san. Oh boy. All right, so Daiso is a wonderful place where you could start getting all these products. I know they're spreading over here in the U.S. It's great. That being said, when you go to all these like dollar stores, or if you go to all these Home Depots and stuff, there's a bunch of stuff. It's a mess over here, but there's a bunch of stuff that you could find. This is all Daiso stuff as well. This is like a $1.40 in Japan. Over here, it's about $3. It's just something that I use to cover the containers outdoors. There's all these containers, brew containers, IKEA stuff over here. very inexpensive Costco tubs that you could use to flourish your Medaka family. These guys are old school Daiso products that I've collected over the years. This they still have, but they're slowly getting rid of these. These old school ones, man, the plastic is really thick, and they're super high quality. I use this to just use as specimen containers. The recent ones, the plastic is thinner, and they started tinting them. So if you could find these old school ones, I'd get a bunch of those because they will last forever, and these are about like, I don't know, $2-3 each and all that stuff. So I know as Medaka enthusiasts, man, we're like plastic container hunters as well. And yeah, I don't even know what I'm talking about right now, except for I had a wonderful time at Nick's, and oh boy, it's been about a month without a vehicle, and I'll go to Japan, go back to Tokyo in February, and then when I come back, hopefully I could get another vehicle. So that is about it for today. Domo arigato. Again, domo arigato, all you Medaka heads out there. And hopefully some of this information is benefiting your hobby, I guess. Because if it's not benefiting the hobby, then I'm just talking to myself, dancing with myself like Billy Idol style. So, domo arigato. Let me take a real quick sip to all your Medaka heads, and had fun with your Medakas and all that stuff. All these containers, man, they are slowly coming to the U.S. High quality, awesome product. All right, MedakaMetal, at MedakaMetal is where it can be found over on Instagram. I contacted all my friends in LA, Los Angeles area. They're fine, but what's going on in the world right now with the global warming is it was unthinkable back when I was growing up as a kid. So everybody, please watch out, take care of yourself, and we'll do it again next time. Domo arigato. Out. MedakaMetal out.